The rose garden was truly splendid this year. The roses are blooming like crazy as though they were competing with each other. In that rose garden, Kenzo, Ken, and Natsu could be seen.
Once again, the flowers have grown wonderfully this year. It must be the result of your care.
Thank you very much. The weather just happened to be good this year. Thanks to your care, the garden is even more beautiful than usual. Good work. Thank you very much.
If today you weren't so special, you might be able to admire the roses while we enjoyed some black tea.
Kenzo shrugged. Today was the family conference. When it came to the other siblings' businesses, they hadn't heard anything good. On the contrary, those siblings probably planned to turn the conversation to the topic of Kenzo's remaining life. And owed a quiet feud over his inheritance.
Those people are quite unpleasant. By the way, what about Kraus? Is that debt repayment plan of his proceeding well?
It really does seem to be a realistic plan. However, the scale of the plan appears to be quite large and doesn't appear to be bearing fruit as well as he expected.
If possible, I've been hoping that something could be done before today's family conference.
Yes, my apologies. Are you sure that's alright, Kenzo? Casually walking around a place like that? How'd she gotten up there? Well, it's very wondrous to wonder about that sort of thing when you're dealing with a witch. Beatrice was casually sitting on the roof of the arbor. Almost as though she had been baking in the sun. Those rodents are like a massive lump of the anti-magic toxin, and they'll be intruding on us. If you bump into them, your soul will evaporate in an instant.
I am already dead. Eating and evaporating will be in no detriment.
We can't have that happen. Please say that sake of the Shiromi family, lend us your strength just a little bit longer. Natsui. It seems the boat with the rotors on has left the harbor. It might be a good idea to end your walk soon. Is that so? Thank you. Please return to the study, Father.
Just great. A shame that I have to go back to when the weather is so perfect.
Don't grumble, Kenzo. Right now you're nothing more than a ghost I gave life to. He'll be troublesome for both me and Natsu if you're scattered away by the toxin. Just be a good boy and shut yourself away in the study and put a blanket over yourself or something.
Just being given the chance to enjoy the roses, even after death, makes me extremely fortunate. Just being given the chance to enjoy the roses, even after death, I understand. I shall return to the study. But I would like some black tea. Cannon, tell Genji to bring me some. Some Marco Polo would be nice today.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
では解散しよう。
Then let's go our separate ways. Natsui, I want to conduct the family government splendidly without me.
会議をこなしてみせよ。
もちろんです、お父様。
Of course, father.
彼らの前で
I can't stay in front of them, but my husband is already the Ushiromio family head.
後ろ宮家当主。私もその妻として恥ずかしくないよう微力を尽くします。
朝からいつ
Come to Crouch has a stomach ache this morning. You are very composed, Natsui.
夏日はなんと落ち着いたことか。
My son is quite hopeless.
主人にも主人の才能があります。
My husband is talented in his own way.
その及ばぬところを
Supporting him when he's weak is my duty as his wife.
妻なのです。
しっかりやれ。私が茶番の邪魔にならない。おとなしく閉じこもっているとしよう。
I will make sure to stay search away so I don't get in the way of this farce.
カノン、
Cannon,
お父様を書斎
go
まで
with father to the study.
それから源氏に紅茶の手配を。
And then have Genji serve some black tea.
肩を借りるほど猛録して
I'm not so senile that I need your help to stand up. Here I go.
Using Ken's attempt to lend him a hand, Kinzo rose from flower bed he had been sitting on. The retired head left everything in Natsui's hand and returned to the study at a gentle pace.
様になっているぞ。
You're looking well. He possesses dignity similar to Kinzo's deceased wife.
万一お父様が半魔法の
On the off chance that the anti-magic toxin does get to father,
魔法は瞬
was the magic is often instant? Yes.
瞬くの
In the blink of an eye.
わらわは姿
I can simply erase my form if necessary.
すでにも
But if someone already dead says Kenzo loses form, who will be blown away by the winds of the sun disappear like dust in a matter of seconds.
吹き飛ばされ塵と消える。用心せよ。
You must take care. Yes.
分かっています。
Yes, I understand.
そなたには魔女の才能があるかもしれぬ。
You might have talent as a witch.
半魔法の毒
The anti-magic toxin is building up in your system over the years.
それでもなお、そなたは魔法
And yet you're still
を
able to understand magic.
出会いが幼少の頃であったなら、
If you and I had met during your youth, you might have become a powerful witch by now.
私は後宮クラウスの妻で当主夫人です。
I am Ushiromia Krause's wife, the head's wife.
名誉を守
I
る
would
ためならば
become even a witch or a team to protect his
魔女の
honor.
鬼になりましょう。あなたの魔法の力で
I am deeply grateful for the power of your magic.
後宮家の名誉はあなたの力なくして守れませんでし
I
た。
wouldn't be able to break the honor of the Ushiromia family without you.
その話は機会を改めよう。
Let's discuss that at another time.
その際はぜひ
I enjoy it with just the two of us women drinking tea.
のんびり紅茶を楽しみたいものだな。スリランカに行った友人がバラの香りの素敵な
A
紅
friend
茶
of mine who went to Sri Lanka sent me some black tea with a wonderful rose fragrance.
リングラか。
Oh, you mean Dimbula? That isn't bad.
ならば
Then you should also have Patis on the
パ
side.
ティスが良いぞ。この度の親族会議が無事にごまかし通せたなら、わらわへの褒美としてそれを是非に振る舞え。
You must serve me some as a reward if I manage to trick everyone for the whole upcoming family conference.
約束であるぞ。
Promise me now.
わかりました。
Understood.
約束しましょう。
I promise.
では、後ほど。
Then, I'll see you later.
後ほどな。
Later it is. The witch made her body crumble to rustling winds, becoming golden flower petals and scattered into thin air. Natsuki watched her go, then turned on her heels and headed for the mansion. After that, there was no one left in the rose garden. Alright then, it's break time! Any complaints about things that got so far?
何もないわよ。
None at all.
おしっこし
If
て。
you gotta pee, why don't you just go and do it?
ひどい言い草ね。
What a rude thing to say!
もう死んでるのよ。
Kinzo's already dead, remember?
それがこうして歩き回って。
But he's walking around talking, isn't he?
それって魔法ってことにしちゃってもいい。
Doesn't that mean this is magic?
まあ、ベルにはこんな手。
Well, I doubt this will work on you after all this time burn.
しかしあなたはどうかしら、バトラー。
Oh, how about you, Battler?
これっておかしいでしょ？
Isn't this weird?
金像を蘇らせ
Don't you have to accept the existence of the magic that revived Kinzo? You're trying to imitate Beto. Stop it right now, because it's pissing me off.
やっぱわかる？
Figured it out!
それでほらほら、バトラーどう答えてみせるわけ？
Hey, come on, how are you gonna answer it, Battler?
こうして金像がカッポしている
Kinzo's just out for a stroll.
いつものゲームみたいに頭を抱えて、こんなのわけわかんねえよって泣き言聞かせてよ。
Why do you do what you usually do and start holding your head crying? This doesn't make any sense.
そして全然ダメだぜってお約束の口
Come on! Use that old it's no goddamn good at all! Catchphrase, let me hear your classic crazy counter argument!
死んだはずの人間が歩き回れるわけないものね。
There's no way that a human who's supposed to be dead can be walking around, right?
集団妄想を見せる未
Is this all because of some unknown virus called the Broken Gene Syndrome which causes mass delusions?
六軒島だけに住む謎の蝶の人
Or do the scales in mysterious form of why the only son of Rocketjima happen to be hallucinogenic?
謎の秘密組織
It's all because mysterious secret organization called Lama New and as a yet undiscovered drug called Puru Puru Pikuyu, which causes mass delusions.
素敵なとってもいっぱい聞かせて
Let me hear this tons of this wonderful crap. Just shut up. This isn't even a problem. Grandfather's dead at this point in time. There's no way he exists. The only reason everything's behaving as though he actually exists is that's the lie that Aunt Natsu's creating in an attempt to hide grandfather's death and trick her way through the family conference. Oh,
夏日の嘘
it's Natsu's lie.
嘘をつくと死者が
He can revive the dead by lying?
それって夏日の魔法じゃ
Would that make it Natsu's magic? You're gonna okay. This world is like a bronze before you looked into it. Okay. It's the world of the cat box before you open it. So long as Natsuki says that you took a walk with grandfather, and as long as no one can confirm that that's a lie. So it's just like Natsuki taking a walk in the rose garden with grandfather is Natsuki's reality. That means it's possible for grandfather to appear. Clap, clap, clap. Actually, unflattering applause is coming from Burn Kesto. Bravo. You're much calmer without Beto around. Quiet. You shut up too.
Oh, wait a second, Ballard! Created theory shared room might be possible Kinzo appear if Natsuki's the only person there. If Natsuki claims to have observed Kinzo in the world with no one except Natsuki's in it, then no one can deny it, right? But Kanon was in the same place, and he was looking at Kinzo, right? How would you explain that?
Are you actually? Are you okay? Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. Kanon is a servant who works so they should remain a family. Natsuki probably ordered him to keep to her story so she can hide grandfather's death. That just means that Aunt Natsuki can, just like Aunt Natsuki, Kanon can see grandfather even though grandfather isn't supposed to exist. Too bad, Lambda. Bowser gonna fall for that kind of child's play anymore.
Seems so. But there's nothing more than an opening before the game. Like an appetizer before a meal.
An appetizer at a bar. Green tea at a sushi restaurant. Shut up. It's not getting anywhere unless I say it again in blue text.
Looks like it. Could you mind?
The reason grandfather's strolling around like nothing happened even though he's already dead. The people want to make it seem as though he's alive create an illusion of him. Everyone with the same intention in sharing that illusion. Then they talk as though grandfather actually existed and was with them until a second ago. That's why he's strolling around like it's perfectly natural. Because of this, the illusion of grandfathers are unable to appear from people who aren't in on this with Aunt Natsuki. That's why they need to set it up so that he could shut himself away in his study and not come out. In the games before now, grandfather was always shut away in his study. Never met him directly. However, there's some people who spoke in a way that made it seem like he was locked up in study in a bad mood, and who claimed to have met him only a short while ago. People didn't accept that and believe that grandfather was in the study. That's why it was possible for an illusion of grandfather to exist in the study. That's right, in the games before now, the only people who met grandfather were Uncle Kraus, and Natsuki, and the servants. Because they all stuck to the same story, the illusion of grandfather was able to exist on this island, they could seem like he was alive. You're even kind of showing me a scene at the beginning of this game. Well, Nazi convincing Dog Nandra the rest to cover up grandfather's death. I'm not gonna fall for this kind of cheap trick now.
やるじゃない。
Not bad.
未知の薬物プルプルピ
I
コ
was hoping for the unknown drug, Puro Puro Pico Puyo.
そんな妄言口にするわけ
There's no way you say something as so ridiculous, right? After all, supposing that such thing exists would be just as bad as surrendering to the fantasy genre.
ウイルスだろうと薬物だろうと病気だろうと未知の要素である
Whether it's a virus or a drug or an illness, anything that hasn't been discovered yet is in violation of Nox's fourth commandment. Well, what did he mean, fourth commandment?
ノックス第4条
Nox's fourth commandment.
未知の薬物
It is forbidden for unknown drugs or obscure scientific devices to be used.
使用を禁ず殺人にこれを
It's a rule that these cannot be used for murder.
なんだそりゃ。
What?
未知の薬物
I don't know what world you've been living in, but unknown drug X, unknown scientific device X are the best kinds of weapon used when fighting against a witch.
それ
Yes,
全
those.
部正式なミステリーでは
They all violate the rules of proper mystery stories.
未知のウイルス
Supposing an unknown virus,
未知の
an
薬
unknown drug,
未知の
an
病
unknown sickness, or an unknown X was used puts it totally in the fantasy genre.
立派なファンタジーなわけご愁傷様
My condolences.
それがあなたの推
That was your theory, then it's game over for
あ
you.
なたゲームオーバーよ
Hey,
何を言ってやがる。
what are you talking about?
あなたはベアと
You think you've been fighting in direct opposition to Beto?
でもね
That's not actually true.
真正面じゃな
You haven't been in direct opposition.
いずれたか
You've been fighting from a diagonal angle.
あなたがしてた
All this playing tech you've done has been fantasy versus mystery.
ファンタジー
It's only been fantasy versus anti-fantasy.
しかないのよ
何を言ってやがるのかさっぱりわからねえぜ。
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
だが、一つだけわかる
But there's one thing I do get.
俺のこれまでの戦い方に
So I'm just saying there's something wrong with the way I've been fighting.
ってことだ。
私たちは魔女幻想というファンタジーを殺すために戦ってるのよ
We are fighting to kill the fantasy known as the witch illusion.
それはつまり
That means interpreting this tale
正式なミステリーで解釈するという
as a proper mystery.
つまりミステリーの禁忌に触れるすべての
In other words, from the restart, we have to forget about any and all elements that would violate the taboos of the mystery genre.
むし
For- forget about them!
例えばこれまでのゲームで何度も密室殺人
For example, several Macroom murders have occurred in the games before now, right? Yeah.
あなたはベアトと
At every single crime scene, make sure there are no hidden doors.
扉が存在しないかどうか随分と熱
You've
心
been
に確認
enthusiastically
していた
checking with Beto, haven't you?
まるでそれ自体が戦いで
Leaving a flashy bunch of red truths together all over the place.
赤き真実
Almost as though that itself was the battle.
ガキンガキンと派手に あれ私に言わせる
I call that a waste of time.
とノックス第3条で
After all, it's clearly specified by Nox's third commandment.
秘密の通路の存在は
It is forbidden for hidden passages to exist.
ミステリーではね
In the mystery genre, hidden passages mustn't exist. So, when trying to interpret everything as a proper mystery, having debate over whether there are hidden doors or not is a defeat from the beginning, don't you see? After all, aren't any. As soon as you suspect that they might exist, then it's already game over for you. In other words, the way you assume that you can't use reason just because it hasn't been proved that hidden doors don't exist at the crime scene makes you simply naive and a failure in mysteries. You've already lost once you start thinking that. You were trying to interpret everything within the bounds of mystery genre, right? Then you gotta follow its conventions. That's how it is. Indoors must not exist at any of the crime scenes. That means anything you do to try and check whether they exist or not is a waste of time. I think I know what you're talking about. I've heard about it somewhere. Is this like the 10 basic rules for mystery novels or something?
Yeah, that's right. They're the 10 witch-piercing wedges brandished by Nox, the peerless archbishop of witch hunting. Those are the true weapons with which to fight and defeat the fantasy known as the witch illusion head-on. Just like you, Bern. Bringing such annoying weapons. They're the fantasy side's worst enemies.
So deny the existence of hidden doors right from the start without even investigating the crime scene. That's what sounds like fantasy to me. Lambda, who's in charge of the witch side, is fantasy. I'm the one who's fighting her mystery. What are you? Most you can do is repeatedly dodge and deny fantasy, which makes you merely anti-fantasy. You're opposed to absolutely everything, but you can't make no counter-proposals. You're like a politician from some government. Shut up! I didn't come here to speak gibberish with you two. Let's get on with the story.
Quiet down. The sleeping princess behind you is suffering, you know.
He turned around and he saw Beto's living corpse resting in a chair. However, sweat glistened all over her body and felt like she was breathing a little harder than normal. She looked as though she was suffering from a high fever. Beto? What's wrong? Are you okay?
What do you mean, okay? You shouldn't say some strange things. You're fighting to kill that girl. Rewound this fifth game for your benefit. But where we're at right now, Bernie's scoring me pretty good and she's about to break through the witch illusion. Kazuo's existence has almost been completely denied. It's only natural that she's suffering.
Even just now, you smashed the wish illusion by saying there was no way Kenzo existed. This is proof that your attack reached Beto. This agony of hers. I tried to at least wipe away the sweat of Vito's forehead with a handkerchief. And sure, I promised Vito that I'd let her die. That was supposed to be peaceful. I wasn't planning to make her suffer first. I could always make the sleeping Vito suffer like this before killing her. As if this complicated feeling inside me were the plainest aid to them. The two witches grinned together.
Damn it,
Anarchy! You never heard because you get me young by the inheritance. It wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know? He just happened to be in the corridor and heard. It was an unlucky coincidence. Can't you give it a rest? Let's go about luck this time and give it up. Leave a man alone, his moon will pop right back up to normal. Hopefully Father's feelings weren't hurt so much that he writes up some strange will. The relative sighed deeply and found his silence. Hey, Maria! No jumping around! What if Angie-chan trips over? Sorry to keep you waiting. The boat is ready. Alright, let's go. Oh man, get anywhere by complaining now. Eagerly wait your return to this island. Natsu was sitting on a bench in the rose garden looking completely worn out. However, when she knew that Ken and Kumasawa were coming back, she immediately sat straight up, regaining the dignity of the head's wife. Did the boat leave? Yes. It departed just a few minutes ago. I see. Good job seeing them off. What is my husband doing? He returned to his room a short while ago. Since the previous day, Krauss have been almost overwhelmed by anxiety over the thought that Kinder's death might be discovered. When the family conference ended, his weirdness must have suddenly gotten a hold of him. However, the way he refused to let even a sliver of his true intentions slip out. The manner in which he had managed to act as though everything was normal showed that Krauss' nerve was nothing to sneeze at. How was it? Did they seem to notice anything suspicious about Father? No! As someone was reasoning with Raki about the master overhearing you're talking about the inheritance, right? Wasn't her panicking just priceless? Yes. She was quite shaken up. Kumasawa, you really are quite an actress. All that panic gore made it sound as if my father really was there. Oh, come now, I don't deserve such praise. I will have him make it clear to Genji not to believe you easily when you call in sick. No, that's just too harsh, madame. You really did do a great job. As promised, we'll do it as well as Genji and Shannon. Will be reimbursed for the time you've sacrificed over the past month, and you've received 5 days of additional pay. This bonus is a secret. So with Genji, when you collect your pay to ensure that the other servants don't find it out.
Don't you worry, we understand. Don't we?
Kumasawa-san, your voice is too loud.
Oh, how careless of me. Oh.
Yes, we should be careful. Let's leave it at that for the time being. All of you, please return to your regular duties. That's right, I'd go to prepare some special tea. Tell him to serve it. Natsuki let them know that she wanted to be left alone for a while, that she could drink some black tea in the rose garden. The black tea carried all the way to the bench was a Sri Lankan tea dimbula that she had promised Vito along with Pattis. And sitting on either side of it, the wife of the head and her witch could be seen. So, this is Pattis. I assume to be some kind of big sweet. And Kinzo can't even get one. God damn. Man, you made a joke about Darkbit. You made a joke about adding one extra beaches every game, and you were right. Ah, yes. This is the experience we have now. Holy shit. Natsuki thought for a moment that it would have a curry-like spicy flavor and had started coughing or putting it in her mouth. Described in Japanese terms, it was like fried dumplings stuffed with mashed curry-flavored potatoes. As a savory snack, it would probably be popular with kids. However, something was shocked to Natsuki, said the treat we go with the tea would be something sweet. Don't you know? You cannot have dimbula without this. Or another black tea would be cookies. Oh, but chocolate is good too. The Japanese tea, sweet bean jelly is a tradition. Although soda konbu also works. The Chinese tea, you can have Shua Long Ba. I like mooncakes as well. I'm surprised. You know a lot about culture, don't you? Well, I haven't lived 1,000 years for nothing. I've sampled all the finest teas from around the world. Perhaps you call me a tea traveler. That does seem like it would be a wonderful way to travel the world. Before today, I never knew that one could enjoy tea like this. I will treasure this experience. I cannot leave Rokujima. This is the only way I can travel. What about you? I'm sure you travel the world in luxury as the wife of a rich man should. Before Jessica was born, my husband took me to many countries. For marrying, I never once traveled overseas, so each time was fresh and new experience. Sounds like you were also born into a very restrictive household. It was strict, but they gave me a wonderful experience. Rude to my father and mother called that restrictive. That tells me elegantly that it was. Kraus might have pitied Natsui. Or he might have wanted to let her away from the restrictive Bushiroad family for a little bit and let her rest. Or he might have simply wanted to take his wife around countries he knew well and show her off everything he knew. Unlike father, my husband likes countries in Asia.
Hong Kong, Taiwan,韓国にタイ。
Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, and Thailand.
マレーシアも行きました。
I think we also went to Malaysia.
クラウスめ。金蔵のせい。
That Kraus, was he trying to rebel against Kinzo's Western obsession?
しかしアジアも良いぞ。日本人は丸ごと西洋かぶれだからな。
But Asia is good too. The Japanese are strongly influenced by the West.
外国といえば。
When they think of foreign countries, only Western ones come to mind.
西があれば東もあろうに。
But the East exists as well.
私も西洋の知識はそこそこにありました。
I myself know a few things of the West. I know very little about the Orient.
旅先でいろいろと。
I seem to recall my husband making fun of me now and then during our travels. As Natsui grumbled that they had all been very tiring trips, Beto secretly peeked into her heart. Now listen. This is called an areca nut. Probably luxury food item around here. It looked like a small round gourd-like nut that had been sloped with a slice of cucumber wedged in. At a glance, it looked as though it would probably taste like pickles. I see. So, I just bite it here? As he tried to bite the one her husband was holding, he suddenly moved it away. What kind of bear's like she was a fish who took the bait? Whoa, wait up! You have to eat it in a certain way. Yes, you're supposed to bite it. Bite it. Chew it. But don't eat it. Huh? Even though you bite and chew it, you can't eat it. Yes. Bite and chew it. Don't eat it. And don't drink juice and make your stomach hurt. I don't understand. Why would you eat something like that? Think of it as something like gum. Spit the juice and the scraps you're chewing off into the paper cup like this. Dear, the inside of your mouth is bright red. Wipe it off, wipe it off. The handkerchief she had wiped Crow's mouth with, a favorite of hers, also had bright red marks on it now. Something that's poison if eaten or drinking and makes it the inside of your mouth so bright red. Top of that having spit out after it into your mouth, how indecent. Thinking of this, Natsui firmly refused what Kraus was offering her. No, thank you, but no thank you. This is a cross-cultural experience. Once we're traveling, we don't do things that we can only do here. Kraus kept chewing, ignoring the fact that even his lips were being covered bright red. Pablo likes these too. He must have ordered some long ago because he used to chew them away with them in the mansions and terrace. He seems to have stopped ever since you came here. Come on, father, the person you respect even more than me, chewed these all the time. Come on, go on, don't hold back, try it.
いやいややめて
No, no. When he's traveling the world, Crush had the innocence of a child. He wouldn't even conceal his jealousy, the respect Nachi normally gave Kenzo. This means to see that side of her husband made traveling all the way to another country worthwhile. Crush kept urging her to bite it. Nachi, undaunted, ran from place to place, finally yelled at him that he was being too pushy. Crowd was admitted for most of the bus ride. What child would let something like this get him down? Nachi thought astounded. Then a native tour guide on the bus took out one of those Areca nuts and started explaining about it. Crowd had been a lovely luxury item in these parts since ancient times, similar to tobacco. How its popularity was declining because young people were starting to take a dislike to it too, just like Natsui. And I was treated as a good luck charm in this area. And was known as a symbol for couples. She looked at her husband's face. He turned away abruptly, but looked like his cheeks had gotten a little red. And then, you leaned on your husband and held his hand, I'll bet.
なんだそなたら夫婦結構純愛ではないか
What the heck? You and your husband share pretty pure love, don't you?
燃え上がっちゃったであろう
Do you get all fired up?
その晩
You know, like that night. Red face and avoiding Bito's eyes, Nachi tried to hide her embarrassment by stuffing the pattis hole into her mouth. Her cheeks puffed out like a blowfish. You said there was nothing better than this to go with tea. And nodded several times and brought a smile on her face.
もっともそれも新婚の頃
Of course, that was when we were newlyweds.
今は六軒島を出ることもできぬに
Right now, I cannot even leave Rokujima. I'm a bird in a cage.
それを言うならわらわも
Well, it's the same for me.
死ねども死ねども六軒島よりは逃げられぬ
I have died more than once, and I still can't escape
双
Rokujima.
子の鳥は
I'm a bird in a cage just as you are.
あなたのことは知りませんし詮索もしませ
I
ん
don't know much about you, and I won't pry. We can imagine the streams you're under are not ones I can make light of.
察します老名主を気取るつもりもないわ
Desire to act like the chief prisoner
同
here.
じカゴの鳥
Let's be friendly as fellow birds in the
せいぜい仲良く
cage.
しようぞわらわはそなた
I've taken a liking to you after all.
そうですか
Really?
ありがとう
Thank you.
この度の親
The
族
instructions and orders you gave the terms of the family conference were superb.
指示や采配は見事であった金蔵が何時にどこにいて何をして何を残したか
You thought of everything from where Kenzo would be and when to, what he did and what he left
それ
behind.
らを見
But all together splendidly without any
矛盾な
contradictions.
く組み上げたそれらの緻密な計画書は高度な魔法陣のそれと同じ美しさがあったぞ
That detailed written plan of yours had the same beauty as a high-level magic circle. Man like Kenzo had actually existed when living his life his own way. Curating his schedule for the day, showing you the fine seal, made the servants follow to the letter. Who did he meet, when, and where did he meet them, and what did he leave with them? What was he doing, when, where was he doing it, and what did he change? As though even though the Roadships hadn't seen Kenzo even once, never suspecting the slightest that he hadn't been there. And the rest truly believed that the conversation of the inheritance had been overheard by Kenzo as he happened to walk through the hall, and that had sent him into a rage. Everything gone just as Natsu's plan had predicted, down to the finest detail. And the coordination between the two of them, the assurance had also been spectacularly intricate.
万一にも知られるわけにはいかぬ秘密ですね
We couldn't afford to have his secret found out under any circumstance.
念入りに策を
That's why I made such a thorough plan.
その緻密さと意志が絶対の成功を呼ぶ
Our willpower and attention to summon success with certainty.
どうやらそなたは
As a witch, it seems like you're in late line with Delta's camp.
ラムダレンの一派らしいなそれを魔法
At your current level, as soon as you become self-aware of that as magic, you'll be worthy of calling yourself a witch's apprentice.
それを魔法と
You call something like that magic, then
熊沢
and make Kumasawa the witch of feigned illnesses. So they cause to say she's taking the day off because of her bad back on the busy days. Like every year. Oh, Kuma-san is completely different. She's a witch of a much. If you knew what she really was, it'd shock. Was another pair with steam rising from the black tea. However, the same pair was in the world that first couldn't see, where golden roses bloomed. Runaway was kind of making some Dimbula tea too. Photo's little beetle muttered something. First time Photo thought she had been able to communicate something. Sure, she's taking interest in the black tea and felt like drinking it. Thinking this fellow took Beetle's cup in her hand and made her grip the cup. Beetle's eyes trembled sadly and her fingers shook. It was though she couldn't even move her fingers if she wanted to. And it was one of the effects that she could no longer even enjoy the tea she had once loved without assistance. That was how she looked. Bella rested his hand on Beetle's, softly took hold of the teacup and lifted it to her lips. Then, though it was only a single mouthful, Beetle sipped. The days in which they had been in a killing fest with red swords and blue wedges already seemed like the distance past. Now, not only was Beetle unable to do that, it was even difficult to make her body do as she pleased. Even just drinking a mouthful of black tea like this was hard. How is it? That rose aroma makes for a great black tea. Do you like it? Of course. Beetle didn't respond. What happened to you? This is another strategy, right? We're going to be in a slump so you can shock me later. That's what you're after, the same trick won't work again, so give it a rest. You keep acting like that, even I'll start to feel out of whack. What would be the point of playing a game against a beast? Conflicting thought processes and desires. Hey, isn't it about time for you to start laughing loudly, saying "caught you dumbass" or something? You can't joke something funny if you use it too much. Especially with the rehash. Laugh. It's like you're cackling over as you drink with Ann Natsui. Can't you at least grin? Never again. This child will never laugh again. Those some words were exceedingly cruel. How can you say that for sure? I'm trying to steal away Beetle's right to laugh. Oh, should I say it in Ren then? I shook my head furiously. Then, with the expression that she didn't reveal her thoughts in the slightest, Bernkesto spoke while looking at Beetle's face. And I didn't understand the words she used in the slightest. Congratulations. For what? Beetle is like this as a result of your victory. What are you talking about?
あなたはかつてのゲームで言った
You said something interesting in a previous game.
これは互いを苛む永遠
You
の
said that this would be eternal torture where you both torment each other.
そうよ
That was right.
ベアトにとっ
It
て
was torture of Vito as well.
そして
And you won that torture game.
あなたは勝ったのよだから
That's why Vito was killed and Wise became a doll-like corpse.
人形同然の屍になり果てて
俺がベアトに殺した。
Are you saying that I did this to Vito?
勝敗はどちらか一方
The battle ends when one of you loses the will to try and win.
時に決まるあなたとベアト
As far as battle between you and Vito goes, the conclusion was already reached last time.
前回決着がついていたのよまああなたにとって
Oh, it's probably happened without you noticing, though.
だろうけれど
なら、俺の勝利なのにどうしてゲームが
Okay, in that case, why hasn't the game ended when I've already won?
どうしてこのゲーム
Why is this game still continuing?
その子の足首についてる足かせ
The shackle attached to the girl's ankle.
ラムダのほど
That's a rule Lambda made. Even if Beatrice tries to yield or gets discouraged or gives up, she is capable of stepping down from the game. That's the rule. Maybe it's a curse.
かつてあなたが屈しそうに
Some time ago, when it looked like you were going to give in,
私は
I gave you my support.
あなたには
But you probably couldn't perceive it.
あなたにとって
I succeeded by making sure that you receive hints and things would go your way.
私はあなたに助力しただから今あなたはここに
That's why you're able to be here now.
覚えて
Do you remember
私に助けられた
how I helped you? Bernkesto stared at me. Sure that I wasn't aware of it. Maybe it was true. That she had helped me.
同じように
In the same way, Lambda is supporting Beto.
そして今
And this time it's Beto who's on the verge of giving in. So to make sure she doesn't this time it's Lambda who's giving her support.
それが
That's what the shackle is.
投了を許さ
By refusing to let her resign, she saved Beto within the
ゲ
game.
ーム上救ったわ
何をどう救ったってんだ。
How is this saving her?
本来ゲームは
The game was made with only two ways for it to end.
どちらかが
Either one side accepts defeat and resigns,
どちらかが
or one side wins the game with a checkmate.
ベアトはその
Beto was about to collide with the first way.
だからラムダは
That's why Lambda crushed that chance and managed to just barely avoid her losing.
回避したのゲーム上は立派なサポートだわ
That's one bit of a support within this game. In that case, the only way left for this game to end is for me to win. Well, at least until I do win. It would call Lambda Delkin and probably try to buy time for Beto's condition to turn back around. But that would probably just prolong Beto's suffering even more. Neither of us want that. Both Beto and I fought with all we had trying to win. It's because we were both giving everything we could muster that the game repeated several times to begin with. That was also why, that one time, we confronted each other head on with all of our strength. Beto admitted defeat. Says he wanted me to end this game and trust everything to me. So Bernkesto's words were truth. So that was my fault that Beto became a living corpse. That was true. It was something both of us wanted.
俺たちの勝負はもう決着している。
Our match has already been resolved.
なのにゲーム
Even so, the game won't end.
だから。
That's why Beto put her trust in me.
早く勝って。
Showed me win quickly and end this game. Now the game is resolved, for to continue any further would be torture without end to Beto. Nothing more than a nightmare. I had to give her the perfect checkmate and end this game in the true sense. And give Beto a peaceful sleep. For that reason, I'll keep fighting. But by continuing the game, Beto's eternal torture would continue. As though I could only let her sleep peacefully by slowly strangling her to death.
もう俺には真実なんてどうでもいい気がしてきた。
I'm starting to feel like the truth doesn't matter anymore.
ベアトの気が
Who gives a crap about the game if Beto is
もう
satisfied?
ゲームなんてどうでもいいだろ。ベアトは投了した。
Beto
俺は
resigned.
魔女幻想を
Only the truth of which illusion to return home with my family.
家族と家に帰る。
What's wrong with that?
それでいいじゃねえか。
only Lambda hadn't placed the curse of that shock on her, this battle would already be over. That's why I find it detestable. This game where I have to torment Beetle even more to end it is detestable. What's this? You know, it's starting to look like she's in pain every time you get closer to the tree. So you're suddenly going easy on her. Then let's go as easy on her as you can. And why don't you just let Beetle win while you're at it? Then you're just gonna have a lonely, tragic future forced on her endlessly. That's not how it is. That's right. I have to return for Angie's sake as well. Now this is the time to start feeling compassion for Beetle. In that case, make sure you kill her. Kill this witch without fail. Even though Beetle was right there, Rinkesto spoke without holding back. Your goal is to kill this woman. In the last game, you said it in Beetle's request. You said, I will kill you. Yeah, that may be true. That doesn't give you a right to comment on it. Did you know? When you tear one of your fingernails out, it's better to do it in one go. Pulling out like you do, gently, timidly. Twisting and slow hurts much, much more. Well, you're doing such like torture to me. If you have any compassion, kill her in one blow. That's how killing works. That's none of your business. I'm the one who decides how to perform her last rites. You and that Lambda doubt which have nothing to do with this. I will kill her. I won't let anyone else do it. As long as you don't lose that willpower, I'm betting on you. Alright. Make sure you don't forget. Unless this game is resolved, you will never be released. You won't be allowed to abandon this game either. I get it. I know what Lambda is after. She wants to make you lose your will to fight just like Beto. Thank you, pair of living dogs, that keep this world in perpetual equilibrium. You don't want that, do you? I wouldn't like it either. Why should I care about what you want? Still, I won't throw this game away. I won't reband this responsibility of fighting with Beto. I'm glad our goals are the same. So this means you'll be able to kill the child without any hesitation, right? That's right. I have no way of knowing whether those words either pain or hurt her. Because of this doting in my chest, I believe that she must have been hurt. I have no way of knowing what the silent Beetle feels. But I believe she's been hurt. Is that any different from her being hurt? And if I hadn't thought of her, I hurt her, would I be able to get by without hurting anyone? So, about that Beetle who's drinking tea over there with Natsui. You can handle that, right? Yeah, no problem. It's the same as it was with Kinzo. Beatrice doesn't exist. This is a false twist illusion that Natsui created from relief that she thought up a brilliant plan to overcome hardship by borrowing the witch's power. is because Lambda Delta, who's the game master, and the one who's telling the story, is interpreting it that way. You stare without a fragment of love for Natsuki, you won't see illusions like that. That's why, with my eyes, all I can see is Natsuki alone, drinking her tea in silence. Without love, it cannot be seen. Because love is lacking, it cannot be seen. That's a fantasy that Natsuki is showing us. Beatrice doesn't exist there. Beetle mumbled softly. The small voice made it sound like she was in pain. The thorn of burned Kesto's truths had stabbed her in her chest. Yeah, that's probably true. I think your theory is right, but don't say that in front of Beetle. It doesn't matter where I say it. This is Beetle's world. Also, it's not like I'm protecting Beetle, but there's a possibility that Aunt Natsuki really is drinking tea with some unknown person X calling it was Beatrice. This seems like stakes of the year before everything. The number of people on the island on this day have never been shown with the red truth. Sure. Even Lambda hasn't said anything red with the number of people in Rokujima on this day. In that case, as far as I claim that Aunt Natsuki really did drink tea with a woman calling herself Beatrice. So I can't deny your theory, you can't deny mine. That means you can't stay sure whether Beetle there is an illusion or not. Oh, the cat box theory. That might have worked on Beetle, but it won't work on me. Why? After all, Natsuki's drinking tea all by herself right there. There's violent sound of glass breaking, and the Beetle joking about Natsuki's new ears happily lapping was erased. A lonely wind blew. The lone person remained on the bench drinking tea with a tired expression. It was Aunt Natsuki all alone. Beetle groaned. You can clearly see that she was in anguish. Whether which illusion had been smashed, calling Beetle toward death. In short, this is what the vow to let Beetle rest in peace is all about. A second ago, burned Kesto, liking our fight to the torture of tearing fingernails out. If I have to tear them out anyway, then my last thing passion towards Beetle should be to minimize that pain. In other words, even if I want to minimize the pain, I still have to cause it. I have to accept the look of anguish on her face. And at the same time, it's made me realize what a merciless thing the red truth was. Right now in this rose garden, there's no one except Aunt Natsuki. In other words, there are no observers except for Aunt Natsuki. So if that lone observer say that she had tea with Beetle, no one would be able to refute it. No one can refute it? Doesn't that mean it's the truth? Aunt Natsuki's enjoying the rose and drinking tea together with Beetle. How can I have the right to mercilessly trample that pleasant moment? Red truth is a lot like a blade. A battle with a witch, it's a blade that sometimes tears your theories apart. Sometimes serves a weapon you can fight back with. I know. So what? Don't use it without reason. A blade is a tool if you use it as intended. It's something more than a murder's weapon if you use it out of malice. It's true that Aunt Natsuki hadn't really been drinking tea with a witch. However, saying that with the red truth probably has nothing to do with our game. The game is a tale of October 1986. 2 days of the crime give us more than enough time to injure each other with our red and blue blades glistening. This isn't about witches' illusions. It's about Aunt Natsuki's privacy. How could anyone have any right to expose that?
この場に魔女が実在して
Do you want to acknowledge that witch actually exists here and drink tea with Natsui?
あなた
When you trying to deny the existence of witches?
1986年
Yes, during the game of the 2-day period from October 4th to October 5th, 1986.
だが
I had no desire to question whether or not witches exist outside that game board.
俺は魔女の存在を問うつもりはねえぜ。そもそも悪魔の
In the first place, it's impossible to deny the existence of witches because of the devil's proof.
そして
And according to those games, saying something like that in red is a forbidden move that leads to a stalemate.
ステイルメイトで禁じ手だ。赤き真実でさえ
Can't deny the existence of witches even with the red
否
truth.
定はできねえんだぜ。
確かに
True.
まさかあなたに
I never thought I'd hear you talk about witches existing.
さすがラムだ
Not bad, Lambda.
バトラーを
You've done a good job getting balanced, stuck between his human covert theory and thought that doesn't matter whether witches exist or not.
気持ちのうまいこと中間に引っ張り出してきたわ人間の心を操るのに
She's really excels at controlling the human's hearts.
私ももっと
Looks like I better start helping you out even more.
とまずいわね
お前らなど知ったことじゃない。
I really couldn't care less about you two.
消えろ。
Disappear.
俺は俺と
Game is between Beto and me.
お前たちに私は
We're gonna keep this game to ourselves.
嫌よ
No way.
何
What?
だって
After all,
私も
I'm enjoying this game too.
楽し
Burn Casto disappeared, leaving only that unpleasant laugh behind. After that, all that remained was Nachi sipping tea all alone. Beto, her hand still on the cup as she stared blankly at the surface of the liquid. And me.
ベルンカステルにラムダデルタか。
Burn Casto and Lambda Delta.
ワルギリアは
Should they call them your friends, but
お前友人は選ぶべきだったな。
you really should have chosen your friends more carefully.
いや
Oh wait, maybe they actually made a good match with an old-natured person like you. Beto didn't answer. Violet took Beto's hand, made her hold the cup again, and brought it to her lips. Beto made a quiet sound in her throat and drank just one more mouthful. Then Natsu's lonely tea time ended. Her truth, which was only hers and observed by no one else, had been defiled. Natsu's world, a tea party which was peaceful despite her annoyance at Beatrice for making fun of her too much, must have come to an end, and the two of them probably went their separate ways. However, Natsu exposed truth. She was all alone. Natsu trapezed away. On the bench, only a single person's cup remained. Locked room barrier. There's the game. After dashing to your bedroom, just to answer the phone call that had been transferred there.
あーもしもし
Ah, hello!
お待たせ
Sorry to keep you waiting.
バートラ
Butler! What do you think you're doing? They're contacting us for 6 years.
久しぶり
How's it going?
おそうなのか
Oh, really?
知るかよそんなの
How the hell would I know?
うぜえぜ
Cram it, you jackass!
じゃあ今年の親族会議はちゃんと来るわけ
To
だ
be
ろ
coming for this year's family conference?
6年ぶりだな
It's been 6 years! Five businessmen and extended students were visiting the parlor, giving Krause and Natsuki a progress report on the business. Spread out on the table were blueprints, designs for a building, as well as documents related to expenditures and the like. So packed that even a teacup would have gotten in the way. Originally, they were here to give Krause a progress report. In actuality, Krause called them all the way to Rogue's so Natsuki could hear from them directly. In short, even though another family encounter without Kinzo was approaching, the business had not yet earned them any money. After telling the guests to wait for a short while and make themselves at home, Krause took Natsuki out in the hall and once considered the situation. In short, they're saying the business is producing much better than we imagined it would. This is where the personal connection between me and the governor is really starting to pay off. So let's wait for the scouts to get away from us now. I'm sure it's growing so bright that in one go we'll be able to not just the power of attorney, but everything we've lost up to this point as well. Krause spoke passionately. This made things seem all the more suspicious to Natsuki, but this time at least she had to admit that everything really did seem to be going well. Certainly, this business Krause boasted of had expanded in scope over the last year. This was even greater payoff than anticipated in the beginning. Investors were gathering, jumping in a vanguard of their own accord, and the business was gathering rapid funds. For example of saying money makes money. This is probably the greatest success of Krause's life so far. No, probably would become his greatest success yet. At that point was where Natsuki's misgivings lay. True, it was certain, and as Krause had said, they wouldn't lose his catch now. However, the official line had gotten too big. I'll definitely be able to reel this fish in. There's no need to rush. Does it exist? I wish I could show to Dad to be praised if he were still alive. Yes, I know. However, I believe you made me a promise last year. You said you were sure you could manage something within the year. Pain look rose on Krause's face. So he had hooked a fat fish that guaranteed great success. However, it would require an appropriate amount of time to reel in. Natsuki pressed Krause to ask if there were any way for them to make money before this year's family conference. But Krause kept saying that he needed just one more year. Krause planned to use his unprecedented success as springboard for future endeavors. Because of this, he didn't want to do anything that would raise suspicion, so it seemed like they were rushing to get money. Socially, fortune tends to turn against people who take it for granted even in the slightest. There's a saying about hasty anglers. On many occasions before now, Krause had gone on cold feet and sold businesses that would surely have brought in a profit had he just waited, and had, in effect, given away his winnings. Natsuki also knew this. She knew that guts were the thing that her husband had lacked most. That's why she was unable to refuse when Krause said he wanted to prudently wait just one more year.
So wonderful that things are going well. And that means it looks like you'll have to sit around here as it goes for a little longer.
You don't look so disappointed. Your life is straight to be chewed to bits by demons as soon as you leave this world. My apologies, Father. For another year, you may not be granted peace.
It's fine. Do not worry, Natsuki. I'm no longer the Ushimiya family head. There's society should only follow current head's commands. I feel you can look at Krause's charts and they aren't bad at all.
Even from your perspective, Father? They're pretty good even from my perspective.
誰もが勝利を
Everyone's counting his victory and concentrating a significant quantity of magical power.
その結果熱くなりますますに人と魔力を集め黄金を生み出す
As a result, that victory is growing even deeper and gathering more and more people and magical power and beginning to create gold.
錬金術の王道を見事に体現しているぞ
A party embodiment of the classic method of alchemy.
Oh, you don't even go to what you prove. This is very reassuring.
これは心強い。喜べ夏日。
Be pleased,
こ
Natsui.
のクラウスの事業は必ずや後ろ宮家の危機を救う。
Mr. Krauser will save the Ushima family from its crisis without fail.
ありがとうございます
We've only seen Evan Rose's perspective, which as we've seen might not be accurate. True. Thank you so much.
そしてそのためにもう一度
We'll have to overcome one more family conference, won't we? Yes. I think things weren't what we asked here. If I imagine some of the relatives we find suspicious.
に思う親族も現れるでしょう今年は正念場になると
去年の親族会議の時。
During last year's family conference, you were correct predicting that the same thing might have to happen again.
と予見したそなたは正しかったな。
最悪のケースを
Even for those who aren't witches, preparing the worst case scenario is one of the bases of getting on in this world.
それで今年はどうする
So, what will you do this year?
去年同様会議当日はお父様の秘密を知る使用人を集中的に配置します
Just like last year, how we see to it that a high concentration of servants know about other secrets are there on the day of the conference.
お父様の不在を
Some of the relatives may already suspect that father isn't around.
不用意な演
The careless act might actually put us in more danger of exposure.
たる
It is said that too much is as bad as too little.
なればどうする。
Then what will you do?
今年は昨年とは逆
Unlike last year, I think I'll go with the plan that has you staying inside your study until the end.
で行こうと思います
それがよかろうな。
That would be suitable.
北条は
A very gay simple and a final trump card.
切り札だ。
どれほど屋敷が毒素に満ちようとも
No matter how much the mansion is filled with the
この部
toxin,
屋を密室
the
で
imposter night Kendra's existence as long as the locked room barrier remains around this room.
それはわらわも報酬する
I shall guarantee that myself.
だが籠城すれば囲まれるは必至
However, if you choose to make a barricade, is to know that you'll be surrounded.
承知しています
I know.
それでも何
But even so, I beg that both of you lend your power just one more
お
time.
父様とベアトリーチの力をお貸しください
私は新しき当主の命
I cannot disobey the orders of the new head.
そして幽霊もまた
Furthermore, you cannot disobey the orders of the living.
この部屋か
You tell me not to leave this room, then I will obey.
それに従おう。
ありがとうございます
Thank you very much.
わらわは嫌だぞ
I, on the other hand, will not.
力を
You want me to lend you my power? I won't listen to mere requests.
聞いてやれぬええ
Yes,
あなたは
you are the family alchemist.
ですから貸せと願います
So I won't ask for your help.
貸しなさいと命じます
I order you to help.
あなたの魔法だけが
We're relying on your magic alone.
その力で
Use that power to create an illusion of father just one more
お
time.
父様の幻想をならばよし
Very well.
心得たぞ
I hear and I obey.
そなたの貫禄なかなかに
I find your
心地よい
dignity quite pleasing. From shadows of the study, Balor watched the exchange between these three.
なるほどな。
I
そし
see.
て今年の親族会議
Then this year's family conference comes around. Grandfather shut himself in his study because he's in a bad mood, doesn't appear in front of anyone. Haji spoke boldly, saying that she would find a way to overcome the serious crisis and protect the Ushima family's honor to the end. And praised her, saying that he was relieved to hear it and trusted her to succeed. Ito also praised her, saying that Natsu's dignity was even more fitting for the family head than Kraus. However, right now, the true member of people in this room was... At the same time I thought that, no, just because I thought that, Bio grabbed her chest and moaned. Don't worry. We're still outside the game board. So I won't deny you or grandfather over there. As Bio tried to hold back the pain deep inside her chest, I put my hand on hers. I already told Bern Kesto. Dying the witch illusion just the 2-day period of the 1986 family conference is enough. In the last game, you said and read that grandfather's dead at the start time for all of the games. However, you never mentioned whether grandfather was alive or dead before the start time for the games. In short, even if grandfather exists in this place right now, that doesn't create any contradictions. And I was touching her, let off a faint blue light, which seeped into her chest. That light tenderly wrapped itself around the splinters of Bito's chest. Also, I cannot deny the existence of Beatrice in this place. The number of people on the island outside the game board, in other words, before October 4th, 1986, has not been declared in red. Therefore, there's nothing strange about Beatrice existing here. Bito's expression softened lightly. My blue light slowly started to melt the red splinters that denied her witch illusion. Bito still wore the same exact expression, her face lifted, and looked me right in the eye. Even though she was silent, her eyes told me that the pain had gone away. The feeling that showed in her eyes were grateful for taking the pain away. And appreciation, or was it surprise, that had left even a tiny bit of leeway for witches to exist? Unable to look directly at those pure eyes of hers, I immediately averted my gaze. Don't get the wrong idea. I don't mind accepting the existence of witches or surrendering. I just want to focus solely on that one time period and fight like a stoic so that I can win in this game against you. No desire bullying you outside the game board as well. Bito hung her head, still facing away from her. However, we waited wordsly for a while my hand still on hers. By now, no one would believe that this woman with sad eyes was the same person as the Private Bito. So I asked once more, Even though I said it aloud, it wasn't a question to her. I was asking myself.
お前は
Just what in the world
一体
were you thinking?
何を考えていたんだ。 そうさ。
That's right.
俺はラムダデルタのゲームを通じて
Even though this is Lambda Delta's game,
お前を探さなく
I
ちゃ。
have to find you here.
お前が何を考え、何をしようとしていたのかもな。
I have to find what you thought, what you were trying to do. Very soon this game will also reach October 4th, 1986. Fifth game will finally begin. And this time, I'll reach the end. The end of that journey.
殺人がとか、トリックがとか。
Don't worry about the obvious stuff like murders and tricks.
お前が
What did you, the Going Witch Features, think?
ベアトリーチェが
And why did you do what you did?
何を考え、何のためにそうしたのか。何を望んでいたのか。
What were you hoping for?
たどる。
That's where I'm gonna find out. That's right. I already know the method for reaching the end of that journey. I've been shouting it since the very beginning.
今こそチェス盤をひっくり返そう。
This time Mario will flip over the chessboard.
物語を
On taking this tail, right? This tail not from my side,
お前側からの目線で物語を紐解く。
but from yours.
そして今度こそ
And this time,
お前を理
I'll
解し
understand you.
そしてお前の心臓にたどり着く。
I'll pick my way to your heart.
痛みなんか感じさせ
I
ない。
won't feel your pain.
安心しろ。
Don't worry.
あの魔女どものおもちゃになど
I won't let those witches make you their
これ以上
toy anymore. You looked up at me again and gave me a small nod. That's right. The position of Game Master might have been snatched up by Lambda Delta. However, as long as I continue this contest with intent fighting against Beto, our fight will continue no matter who controls the game board. Very soon the current will rise on our game. During this year's family conference, we must conceal the Master's secret once again.
はい
Yes,
心得ております
I understand.
同じ手がもう一度
I'm no doubtful that the same trick will work twice. Madame shares her concerns. Because that it was either this year he will not leave his study even once.
つまりずっと書斎
In other words, you want to make it seem like you shut away in the study the whole
と
time?
いうわけですか
Yes. And the only one who's allowed to enter the study.
我ら三人片翼の翼を許された使用人だけだ
Will be the three of us, the servants permitted to wear the one-winged eagle.
ということは僕たち3人で
This means that the three of us will have to perpetuate the line by the Master.
そうだ
Correct.
親族の
In order to probably question you about the Master's health and mood.
よどみなく答え不審に思わ
Make sure you
れ
answer without hesitation, see to it that nothing seems as suspicious.
はい
Yes,
心得ました
I understand.
姉さんはすぐドジるからな
I'm sure you screw up right away,
む
Nissan.
しろ
Consider say you have a coat or something so you can skip that day.
そんなひどい。
That's mean. That's mean.
Cannon wasn't just saying that to make fun of Shannon. He only wanted to release her from the stresses that would face that day as they took on the critical task of concealing Kinzo. Genji-sama? Is it really necessary for Shannon to work that day? You can manage things well enough without her.
それはできん。
That I cannot do.
奥様から我ら3人は必ずシフトに入るようにとの言命だ。
I guess the three of us be sure to work on that day.
はい。
Yes.
やり遂げる
I'm ready to perform my duty successfully.
どじらないでよ。
Don't screw it up.
どじりません。
I won't.
Shannon grew sullen and Cannon shrugged. Then Genji told them that they weren't taking this seriously enough.
シャノン、
Cannon.
すでにお使いする親。しかし、
However, until he has truly passed on, we will continue to serve.
我らの奉仕は続く。あの書斎は無人ではない。今なお、親方様が
The master is still there, hard at work at his usual research.
包まれているのだ。それを深く心得。
Make sure you take that to heart.
はい。源氏様。
Yes, Genji-sama.
生命の木の果実は土に落ちた